Welcome back to the science class, students. So last class we discussed about that human external organs and internal organs. So you know very well what are external organs and what are internal organs and what are they. So these are all internal organs. So this class, first internal organ we are going to discuss about that brain. Human brain is the control center of our body. All the activities in our body are controlled by our brain. So for example, reading, walking, running, jumping, playing, eating, everything, even sleeping also controlled by our brain only. So if any injury happen to our brain, we cannot do any of the actions properly. The brain is protected by our skull. It is safely protected by our skull. The brain is divided into three main parts. They are forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. The average human brain weight is 1350 grams. This is a normal weight of a human brain, but this weight is not same to all the animals. It is vary, the size and the weight also vary from animals to animal. See that here I gave many different types of animal brains. See the size and weight, they are vary from animals to animal. Here is the newborn baby brain weight is 333 grams only. When they grown as a 2 years old, their brain weight is 999 grams. So likewise, when they are grown as an adult, their brain weight also should be increased. Do you know the scientist Albert Einstein? Yes, he was the one of the famous, very talented, intelligent scientist in the world, because his IQ power was 160 level. So he gave many different types of theories in maths, science, everything to the world. So one little story is waiting for you about that Einstein. Okay, let's start the story. So before death, Einstein asked not to conduct research on his body. He is a genius person, isn't it? So everyone is ready to search after his death. How he was a genius person. He wanted his body to be cremated. Cremated means burning. After his death, body should be burned and ashes scattered secretly. So after he died in 1955. Einstein died. The pathologist, the pathologist Thomas Harvey was called, examined his body, but he stole brain and ran away. Why he took Albus' brain only and ran away? Do you have any answer? Yes. He want to search how Albert Einstein was that much genius person. He kept the brain into the jar. Up to 40 years he researched and studied about that brain, how he was a genius person and he had that much of IQ power. After 40 years, Harvey decided to show up to all the scientists and gave his brain to other scientists to search. So after, when scientists studied Einstein's brain, they were shocked to see that, because Einstein's brain had 17% more neurons compared to the other persons. Usually how other persons have neuron in their brain, compared to them, Einstein's brain had more neurons, 17% more neurons in the brain. So that means more synapses were begin fired in Einstein's brain. This synapse give more power to the brain. And then further study on his brain showed that wrinkles, that means Einstein's brain was missing a wrinkle called partial operculum. So this is the midbrain of the brain. In 3 parts we learned, the midbrain of the brain. Due to the size of his partial lobe was increased 20% because of the less wrinkle. So this is the particular part to responsible for math, skill and mental images. That means imaginations. So as a result, his ability to imagine things was boosted compared to other persons. It was boosted. So that's why his IQ power was 160 level. So we can say that apart from his love for science, he was also lucky abnormally. Can you use 100% of your brain? Did you ever think that? No, it is not. It is estimated most human beings use only 10% of their brain capacity. Imagine if you are using your brain 100%, you are the real genius in the world. Now, are you ready to answer few of my questions from the topic? Yes, my first question is, which is called commanding center of our body? Second one, what is the average weight of a human brain? Third one, write the 3 main parts of our brain. And fourth one, write any 5 actions controlled by the brain. Thank you, children. We'll see in the next class.